In 2024, Africa's cost of living crisis beat hard, with inflation soaring in countries like Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya. And Peter Akudo, who has run his tailoring business in Nairobi for over 10 years, is feeling the brunt of it. Rising costs are threatening not just his livelihood, but also his family's future.
The year has been tough, especially on the business side of it, because now people will choose to, instead of making clothes, they choose to buy food, or rather cater for their basic needs first.
In June, proposals by the government to raise taxes sparked deadly youth-led protests nationwide. They grew from online condemnations and into mass rallies demanding a political overhaul, barely 2 years into President William Ruto's presidency. Nigerians took to the streets across the country after the government removed fuel subsidies as part of economic reforms, causing prices to triple. The devaluation of the local currency, the naira, also spiked the cost of food and electricity tariffs, leaving about 87 million people struggling to survive on about $2 a day, according to World Bank estimates. Amnesty International says 24 protesters were killed and over 1,000 were detained by security forces. In Ghana's capital, Accra, a court banned planned protests against the rising cost of living as the price of staples like eggs, tomatoes and yams surged past 50% from last year. Economists like James Shikwati link the crisis to global factors such as the Ukraine conflict, supply chain disruptions, and local challenges like debt burdens and currency devaluation.
We are oriented towards copy-pasting from other economies. You want to say, okay, the US did this, let's try it here. Or the British did this, or the Chinese. So I think first we have to stop that mentality of copy-paste and look for a possibility to domesticate.
This includes investing in local manufacturing to reduce dependency on imports, renegotiating public debt to free up resources for public services, and adopting policies to stabilize currencies. For individuals like Peter, resilience is key. But for government, bold action is now non-negotiable.
The cost of living crisis is reshaping lives across Africa, driving people to the streets and stretching families to their limits. The pressure is also mounting on leaders to deliver solutions, not just promises. And Macharia, TRT World, Nairobi.